What would you do if your country was under attack? Imagine the scene. An oil tanker linked to Israel, idling off the coast of Oman, becomes the target of a drone attack. The Pacific Zircon, owned by Israeli billionaire Eden Ofer, sustains minor hull damage but no oil spillage. The incident might seem minor, but the implications are far-reaching. The Israeli government points the finger at Iran, citing the use of a Shahed 136 drone. Iran, however, remains silent, not claiming responsibility but not denying the accusations either. The tensions between Iran and Israel have been simmering over time, and this drone attack only adds fuel to the fire. Fast forward and the situation escalates dramatically. Iran launches a massive attack on Israel over a weekend, deploying over 300 drones, ballistic missiles, and cruise missiles. It's a show of force, a strategy reminiscent of Russian tactics in Ukraine intending to overwhelm Israel's air defense systems. But Israel is prepared. With a highly effective air defense system in place and support from the US and the UK, Israel intercepts 99% of the attack. Despite the sheer volume of incoming threats, Israel's defenses hold firm, preventing a potential catastrophe. Some military analysts suggest that Iran's goal was not to cause significant damage, but rather to establish deterrence. However, the attack was seen as retaliation for Israel's strike on Iran's embassy compound in Damascus. The stakes are high, the tension palpable. These were the initial events that set the stage for the escalating conflict. Despite their massive attack, Iran's plan didn't entirely succeed. In a show of force, Iran launched more than 300 missiles and drones at Israel. However, their intended show of strength was marred by a series of failures. Approximately half of Iran's missiles failed on launch or malfunctioned mid-flight, leading to crashes rather than their intended targets. It wasn't just technical failures that led to the unsuccessful attack. The Israeli defense system also played a significant role in blunting the impact of the onslaught. With the help of their allies, including the US and UK, Israel managed to intercept an impressive 99% of the incoming missiles. This is a testament to the effectiveness of their air defense system in dealing with such a large-scale attack. However, it wasn't all smooth sailing. 5 of Iran's ballistic missiles did manage to hit Israeli territory. And while the majority of the population remained unscathed, there was a heartbreaking incident. A 10-year-old girl was severely injured in the attack. This unfortunate event underscores the very real and human cost of these conflicts, even when the majority of missiles are intercepted. In the aftermath of the attack, Iran's ambassador to the United Nations issued a warning of a decisive second retaliation. This clear indication of intent to continue aggression only adds fuel to an already volatile situation. It remains to be seen how this will unfold and what the response from Israel and its allies will be. While the attack was massive, its effect was significantly blunted by failures and interceptions. The combination of missile malfunctions and successful interceptions significantly reduced the impact of Iran's attack. However, with the looming threat of a second retaliation and the human cost already evident, it's clear that this conflict is far from over. In response to the attack, Israel took decisive action. Breaking news reports emerged, detailing Israeli missiles striking a site in Iran. The reports, according to an unnamed senior U.S. official, were broadcasted on U.S. channel ABC News. The Iranian state television added to the narrative, confirming explosions in Isfahan. This was not just a distant event happening in a remote location, but rather a development that rippled across the nation, triggering air defenses and suspending flights in several areas across Iran, including Tehran and Isfahan. Interestingly, amidst the chaos and the alarm, there were no reports of casualties. This seems to suggest that the Israeli retaliation was more of a display of power and a strategic pushback rather than an attempt to inflict widespread damage on the civilian population. Yet, in the midst of the unfolding drama, there was a deafening silence from the official quarters in Iran. No statements, no clarifications, no denials. This absence of an official response from Iran, at least at this point, adds to the intrigue and the tension of the situation. It's worth noting that Isfahan is not just any city in Iran. It is a strategically important location, housing several key sites, including military research and development bases. Close by is the city of Natanz, known for its nuclear enrichment sites. The fact that Israeli missiles targeted this area sends a clear message about the serious nature of the retaliation. In the early hours of Friday morning, commercial flights began diverting their routes over western Iran. The semi-official Fars news agency in Iran reported explosions heard over the city of Isfahan, but the full story, the complete picture, is still emerging. This was Israel's immediate response to the attack, creating a new chapter in this escalating conflict. While the attacks and retaliation have ended, the situation remains tense. The United States and several European nations have urged Israel to refrain from responding to Iran's attack, highlighting the global anxiety surrounding this precarious situation. Yet, amidst these calls for restraint, reports of explosions in both Syria and Iraq have surfaced, adding another layer of complexity to the unfolding crisis. Isfahan, where the Israeli missiles reportedly landed, holds strategic importance. Home to several significant sites, including military research and development centers and bases, any strike on the city carries weighty implications. Moreover, the sudden diversion of commercial flights over western Iran raises additional questions. The reasons behind this sudden change in flight paths remain unclear, shrouded in the mystery that envelops this volatile situation. As the dust settles, questions remain and the world watches, wondering what will happen next in this volatile situation.